Hello YouTube, it's Kakrons here, and I've got quite an interesting little piece here, and I'm kind of wondering what the Ontario government is going to do about this. Along with the Canadian government, I think this is going to really tie into what I was talking about in the last video. I think you might find this interesting. It's probably going to get me killed too, so let's figure it out. Oh, by the way, life on Earth beside me. Let's give a wave. Okay, you're good. You're good. Thank you. So, this is from News Ontario. This was back in May 21st, 2016. I'm just kind of looking around because I think this might actually emphasize my point. And here it is. Ontario's underworld seems dormant as Quebec shows rumblings for more mob violence. But not all is quiet in Ontario, as the province is a key place for organized crime to transform into legitimate, lucrative businesses. A Southern Ontario police source who's kept tabs on organized crime figures says he's watched men who have worked their way up from being poor, violent gangsters involved in various criminal trades such as drugs, cargo thefts, extortion, and loan sharking, and morphing into polite, well-polished, high-end auto and clothes retailers and financiers. It's getting hard for law enforcement to follow the dirty money, adds mafia expert Antonio Nacaso, as reams of dirty money are parked offshore and used as collateral in legitimate business. Wow. The next step, you can sponsor and give money to politicians. You can give to charity, and you can do fundraising. You build a social presence, he says. Who can challenge someone with suspicious mafia past affiliations when he is involved with charity and fundraising events? In Canada, we've had a long list of people that started in a very strange way, and then they became big shots in the economy and financial world. Who can challenge them, he asks? Nevertheless, the veneer of respectability fails to hide some who haven't let go of the money the underworld promises. So, I think this more or less proves my point when I say that a lot of the organized crime in Canada is actually funding the politicians. And I'm more than happy to say that it's probably the same pretty much worldwide. My one big message to the police and the soldiers, is this what you're defending? You're defending politicians that are probably corrupt enough to take this shit? Look, far be it from me to tell you guys how to do your jobs, but frankly, when these people could pretty much have anybody killed at any given time, and it's not above them to do it, or not below them to do it, that's kind of a scary thought. And that's who you're protecting, right there. And the fact that the common man like me, and others like me, sit by and do nothing, while the corrupt and the violent thugs and criminals get away with this stuff. These are the people that are flooding your streets with violence, illegal firearms, and drugs. Probably predominantly drugs, a lot of it. And let's face it, the mafia have a ton on them of shit they've done. I don't care if your affiliations are no longer there. The fact that you were affiliated with the mafia to get where you are, that's wrong. And I know this will probably get me in probably a couple of crosshairs. But the truth hurts. When you've started in a life of crime and you have a criminal enterprise that's generating 1,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000 a week. I don't give a shit what anyone says. You're not going to turn it off, the police source said. If you've been making it for 10, 12, 14 years, why would you stop? This is true. All they do is insult themselves. And what are their kids going to do? Are they going to take over their legitimate businesses? Absolutely. Are they going to take over his criminal enterprise? Who knows what they're going to do? See, that's a scary thought. The source says the media image of the thug-like mobster doesn't always match the reality of an organized crime leader. Because if you look at a modern-day mob or members of an organized crime, how are they in Europe and how are they involved in modern-day criminal is someone who is highly educated, has a professional career, and masks his criminal organized enterprise behind his professional public life, the source said. Look, everybody, this should scare you. This just goes to show you don't know who you're working for. And the fact that our government is seemingly putting on the facade of being powerless to stop them does not inspire my trust in them. I don't know what you people are going to do about it by protesting innocent people that have done nothing wrong. You should all be banding together against this. I mean, Black Lives Matter, you're worried about criminals getting shot when there's a giant picture of this shit that should scare you. You want to know who's destroying your community? It would be people like this. And criminals within your community that you've pretty much made the police very scared to even go near. I don't know. You people tell me what you think, because this should intimidate you. And Americans, people in England, people all over the world. If you're innocent, if you're not involved in this, and you're trying to work an honest day job, trying to get by in this world, with trying to raise a family and do the right things all the time, this should scare you. This is real. This should scare you. You think because they're quiet, they're still not operating? They are. And at any moment, if you say the wrong thing to somebody, you could wind up just disappearing. I'll leave it up to you guys to think about. And what's more important to you? Your honor, your integrity, or money? If you liked the video, like, subscribe, share, and comment down below, and let's see what happens, boys and girls. And remember, support the channel, and I'll keep doing stuff like this. That's intimidating. Take care.